Hello, Orange Lady. Thank you for joining. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining. Hello, thank you all for joining. Of course, this is my first scope and my first tea talk, so I'm very excited. I want you to hear my story, why I'm here, why I'm choosing to do this. So, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for the love flow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So, again, I'm new to the whole Periscope thing. This is my first scope, and please share. And to share with an iOS device, you will swipe to the right, and for an Android device, I believe you swipe up. So please share, of course, share with your friends, your other followers, and then we'll get started here in a little bit. I apologize for it being so late. Our Bible study, our women's Bible study, it ran a little bit longer than normal. So I couldn't leave early because I was really getting something out of it. So while we're waiting a little bit for a couple more people to join, let me know what you're drinking. I have my tea here in my little cup here. It says "You Gotta Believe," and I am drinking just some green tea. I like to drink this just to give me just this warm feeling before bed. So thank you for joining. Thank you. Water. That's good too. I heard a glass of water before bed is really good for you. You love green tea. Give me suggestions because I drink tea, but normally it's whatever little extra stuff that I have laying around the house. And I actually bought a bunch of green tea for my husband because he's a chaplain and he preached every Sunday. And so he always needs something warm for his throat before service Sunday morning. And I always make him green tea. That's what he loves. He doesn't like to go too far off that green tea with mint and pomegranate. Okay, I got to try that. Okay, I'll make sure to try that. Add a little something to it. Okay, thank you. Thank you. All right, well, chamomile is good too. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Orange Lady. Thank you for that. So, let me just explain a little bit about why I decided to do the tea talk. I wish that there was a platform like this when I was going through and I experienced my first major struggle with grief and loss. My family was heavily hit starting back in 2006 with a loss. And when I lost my brother in 2009 is pretty much when everything really started to phase out for me. And what I wanted to do was start some type of conversation with people around me where I can encourage them and motivate them and let them know that there is hope out there and that you don't give up. I Please bear with me because this is a very difficult subject to talk about, and I have not really talked about it in so long. Just to keep my own self strong, but thank you for the love flow. I appreciate it, but um, thank you. Um, I prayed about this before I started the scope, and I thought that I will be okay. I was like, you're strong. You'll be able to handle it. It's been so long, but back in 2009 is when I lost my brother. I've never lost anyone that close to me before, and it's been so hard to deal with. He was my only sibling. It was just he and I. I have a stepsister and a stepbrother, and we're all very close. But my own biological brother from mother and father, he was the only one. And when he passed suddenly, that really rocked my world and my faith. And I feel like who I was in my relationship with God really wavered. I still went to Bible study every Wednesday, even the Tuesday after he passed. I still went to Bible study, and um, I was still going to church, but I felt like I was numb. I was hearing the word. You understand? Yeah, it does. It does still hurt. And you know, people say that time it heals those wounds that you have, but there are some times when I know that the holiday seasons are coming. Actually, my body will tell me before it actually comes, that I can actually realize that it's coming. I feel myself battling internally with a depression. I don't want to get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to interact with anybody. And during that time, I was a mess. I would not interact with any of my friends. They had events, weddings, all kinds of great things, but I would not attend anything. I stayed home. I found myself just drinking. I would drink like bottles of wine, and to where I would just go to sleep. And hi, A Philly one. Thank you for joining. Um, Again, I'm talking about my experience with grief and loss, and when I lost my brother back in 2009. And when I first experienced that loss, I would isolate myself from everybody because I never wanted anyone to see me going through such a hard time. Like I felt like I had everything together. I got my degree. I had a good job. I was making my own money. I had my own place. Going to church faithfully. The ministry leader over the liturgical dance ministry at my church, and I just had to pull away from everything. It was awful. I was just, like I said, I was drinking, not participating in anything, isolating myself, mentally abusing myself, telling myself that, it was something that I didn't do to save him from, what happened to him. And it took me so many years to get to where I am now. After he passed, my cousin passed 6 months later. After that, I lost my uncle later that year. And it was a ripple effect. Multiple family members just kept passing, and I didn't understand why. I felt like there was some aura of death just around me and around us at that time, and my family was constantly being blindsided, and my faith was really shaken. And it's like I knew then that I wasn't as strong as I thought I was in my relationship with Christ. And it took me a long time. It took me a really long time to get to this place where I am now, where I'm happier, where I'm able to work through my situation, and I know that there's something greater on the other side. There's something greater for our loved ones who've passed, as well as for us to understand that they've moved on to a better place and that they've moved on to something good. And with that, I just want to encourage those who are in the same place, who's going through these things that I've been through, just to encourage you to just keep moving. And I'm just here to help you through each phase of that. Each talk that I do these next couple of weeks will deal with the different things that those of us who have experienced lost what we're going through. Like those questions that people ask you, what to do when everyone fades away, when it's just you and no one else is there. I think a lot of times people forget that you're still grieving. You're still going through, even though it's months later, it's 6 months later, you still need someone. So I just really, excuse me. I just really want to encourage those of you that are out there who's looking for some type of hope. Just know that God is with you constantly and He's there to help you. I really appreciate everyone for the love flow that you've been giving to me throughout this scope. Again, this is my first scope and I've been a little nervous all day about this and kind of like anxiety all day. But as things move forward, I will just continue to push more quality material out to you. And I just appreciate everything that y'all are doing for me so far. So just thank you so much thank you, Alana. I can't really see the words, the letters are so small. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I just want to encourage you to just stay faithful and to not give up. I gave up on myself. I was so close so many times to giving up completely. But, I just kept going somewhere. God had me and He didn't let me go. And there's a song that I always listen to when I first experienced this major blow with my brother, and that was "I Almost Let Go" by Kurt Carr. And the words to that song, it just speaks to my heart, and I hope it speaks to you too, to let you know that when we feel like we're at our lowest point and when we want to just give up, and really this is with anything in your life, when you feel like you want to give up, I hope that you just continue to just keep strong and you don't give up. I appreciate everything and all the support. I appreciate the love flow. It helps. Oh my goodness, it helps so much. Thank you all so much for attending and for watching my scope. Please, again, share with your loved ones, anyone that you know this could witness to. I am a living witness that God is real and that He loves us and that He will not just throw you by the wayside. He has you and that you can get through it. It is, it's definitely hard when you're going through and you feel like, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to my family? Why did they have to go? But it's all for a reason. So far and divinely made outside of us and so far beyond our understanding. And we have to just believe that. We have to trust in Him and that what His plan is for us, our family, was divinely designed. So I just encourage you to not give up and to have hope. And know that there's so much more to your life than what you're feeling at this moment, and that you can make it through. So please share, please watch the replay, and thank you for those of you that do watch the replay. I appreciate you for attending again. So I'm not going to hold you anymore from your evening, and just thank you again. Until next time, bye.